All right, girlfriend drinks too much. Dear Bill, I was hoping you could help me out with the problem I've been having. I've been living with my girlfriend for almost a year now. We were in our mid to late 20s. Just for some background, everything's going great except for one thing. We work regular 9-to-5 type jobs, which means most of the fun we have is on the weekend. And like most people, we tend to lube up on the liquor while we're out and about, or even just staying in. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with drinking. My girlfriend doesn't know her limits. Often she will drink way too much too early and end up passing out or throwing up, though commonly both will occur.
Wow.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to drink. You got to pace yourself out there. A few examples. She will insist on watching a movie after we've had a few drinks. We finally decide we'll put it on, and then after 15 minutes she passes out, and then I'll have to stop because, of course, I can't watch it without her. Yeah, well, teach her a lesson. Watch the whole movie and be like, you missed a great one. And in the end, the butler did it. So lay off the booze because I'm going to start fucking doing that to you. Number 2, we went to a hockey game a few weeks ago. And when we got to the arena, she ordered me a beer and herself 2 double gin and tonics.
Oh, my God. Yeah, she has a problem.
We had already had a couple before arriving. She then proceeded to down both of them in 10 minutes before the puck dropped and passed out soon after at a hockey game.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's a fucking problem.
I had to drag her up to stand for the anthem. And again, when they were honoring the troops... This is like a Kristen Wiig character. She then left for the washroom. That's one of my favorite scenes, though, when she gets fucking wasted on the plane in Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
And she just goes, motherfuckers, when she's walking out. She then left for the washroom, but came back with 2 more double gins, a hot dog, and a bag of popcorn, which she spilled and blamed it on me.
Oh, my God.
Sounds like an episode of Intervention. Even if I did do it, the first thing you're going to do is snitch on me? All right, that just took a left turn.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. We're supposed to be a team, but I digress. Sorry for the rant. Last weekend, my God, these are all like bullet pointed, by the way. In the Uber ride home, she proceeded to whip out her tit to try and seduce me. I told her to put it away because she was in no condition and I didn't want to fuck up my Uber rating. Passes out. Wait, what? The passenger gets an Uber rating?
Oh yeah, the passengers get Uber ratings too from the drivers. That might have actually boosted his rating if the driver would have looked back and saw a sloppy titty hanging
with fucking gin and tonic on it. Anyways, I don't want to fuck up my Uber rating. She passes out 30 seconds later and pukes in the elevator on the way up to the apartment. It didn't make a lot of a mess as she was able to hold it back before I got her to the toilet.
Oh, my God.
This guy's just... Okay, the piece de resistance. She passed out during the Bill Burr show at the Sony Center. How do you pass out for that great man who just came in to entertain us? Just to preface, I had an allergic reaction that morning, was toast, had a little bit of weed before the show, and I was able to be fully alert. But yet you are the one that's falling asleep. Jesus Christ, this is like the fucking War and Peace. This is like Barfly. Saying all this, however, I have to admit that I'm no saint either. I arguably drink much more than she does, but I hold my booze a little better than she does. I probably made her sound worse than she actually is. Are you going to take it all away now?
Right, don't backpedal now. You won't even make it look like a drunken mess.
Yeah, but in truth, she's a wonderful girlfriend who cooks for me, cleans for me, is very beautiful. Well, and fucking live happily ever after.
But she's not 3 sheets.
She's not puking on the sheets. And as you could tell, is willing to come to a hockey game with me. And yes, she did buy me Bill Burr tickets for my birthday. She's a truly amazing person, and I plan to marry her someday, but this is just getting out of hand, and I want my weekends back. Can you do me a favor and turn that light on? My fucking eyes are shot here. God, the sun's going down here. I'm not trying to have a romantic podcast with you. Let's see here. I've had conversations with her before, and when she's sober, she gets it, but it doesn't stop her when she's drunk, and she will get angry at me when I tell her she's had enough, and I can't stop her from sneaking off to get secret drinks with my money. She feels bad, and I honestly feel guilty writing this to you, and she is truly amazing. I feel like he wrote the first half, and then she walked into the room and is looking over his shoulder. But it's tough, not only for me, but I know this is not easy on her, but sometimes her body sometimes as well. I just want her to be all right and for us to be able to have a good, healthy time. I'm not quite sure what to do here. Am I right to tell her that she's got to take it easy, particularly when we go out, because it seems to be working? Do I have to set a better example and drink less, if at all? Yeah, I mean, if she's a fucking booze hound, maybe you both try to drink a little bit less. She might be one of those people, where once she has a kid, she'll just fucking knock all that shit off. Or,
oh God, I could just drive her over the edge completely, where she just stays hammered all the time.
Yeah, you'll have a drunken baby, coming out, fucking.
Stop emailing Bill Burr and start emailing Drew Pinsky.
Kid comes out dressed like Foster Brooks. Use it to do a fucking.
Foster Brooks.
I love Foster Brooks.
The simulated drunk comedian dude.
Oh yeah,
dude was fucking hilarious.
And he never really drank. Yeah, the way.
Foster Brooks.
But he had it down to like.
Reference.
Dude, that's back when like being an alcoholic was like funny.
Right.
This is how much I have to be careful though. Is talking about all that drinking made me want to drink.
Right.
Like I love it. I hate how it makes me feel though now. So I just lay off it.
Craig Robinson didn't drink for a year, and then we just had drinks in Arizona this past weekend. And we felt like trash both mornings that we drank.
Oh yeah.
And so he was like, "Yeah, I thought I was back after taking a year off. I thought I was back, but I'm good on drinking. I think." I was like, yeah, man, I don't feel good either. I had a headache every day that I woke up.
It's an age thing. Like, it's a young person thing. Like,
But we had fun. We were down to, like, when we would do those shows, those theater shows, and we would go to, like, the cigar bars.
Oh, yeah.
And have a drink with cigars.
Yeah. No, I still like, I think what my drinking maybe will be is, like, this year when I go on the road, I think, like, if I go out for 3 days, like that middle day.
Yeah.
Not the first night because I traveled, and not the night before I have to go to the airport, but just that middle one and finding a good place. I don't know. That might be the way. Oh, dude, you know what I went to last night? Oh my God. I went to this 80s, like, all these bands, this crazy fucking lineup.
Was it the real bands or was it tribute bands?
No, it was like, dude, it was, what was it? Like Drama Rama. Remember them?
Holy shit.
I can't remember the song. There's that Flock of Seagulls, The Romantics.
They were all really there?
Tone Loc.
Oh my God.
Fucking the Violent Femmes, Melly Mel and the Furious Five.
Yeah, Furious Five.
And Boy George closed.
No way.
Dude, it was fucking,
What was this?
This was at the Microsoft Theater, which used to be the Nokia. Me and Nia went down there, and it was fucking awesome. But I learned a lot about show business watching those people. You could tell, like, who was sick of singing their hits,
right,
and who was also like, fuck this, I'm bringing it.
Right.
And then I also learned, watching, you got to take care of yourself.
I have a story about that.
Because I swear to God, dude, if you see a band that let themselves go, it's like depressing. Like yours, because you love them and they look like shit, and then all you're thinking is like, oh my God, I'm fucking 20 years older than he was when he put that song out. Oh fuck, we're all gonna die. But when you just see a band come out and they kept themselves in shape and they're fucking killing it, as much as they're older, it's like I'm not gonna name names, but I saw one band that made me think like, dude, I'm never drinking again. And then when I saw the Violent Femmes,
yeah.
Like, dude, they just came out and were just a fucking tight, sick-ass band. Like, I watched them, I was like, man, I want to go play drums. I want to practice. I want to get better. Like, there was nothing, like, negative about watching them. They just came out and they went on after Melly Mel and
Furious
Five, who fucking killed.
Right.
And you couldn't be more of a different band.
Right. Polar opposites.
Like, literally, like, the stage would just turn.
Oh, yeah, that's badass. They did that at the iHeartRadio Music Festival thing. They have, like, the stage would rotate 180.
Yeah.
And then they'd have the band, and then they'd do the set dressing behind, and then they would keep turning.
Dude, I loved it. I loved it. They got, like, down in Anaheim, they had it, and, like, Salt and Pepper was on it, and a couple other people. Dude, it was fucking nuts. It was you just knocked out. like 10 of the bands that I should have seen back then.
Right.
And, they all sounded great. There was just, I'll tell you it was just one person that I looked at and I was just like, my God. But he was still singing great, but it's just like, fuck, dude.
Right. See, we saw Cameo like 6 months ago down, I can't remember, but it was like by the water somewhere here in LA. And Roger Troutman, Roger Blackman. What's that? Yeah.
What songs does he sing?
She's on a brick.
Oh, yeah. House. Okay.
All those songs. Dude, he came, because he used to come out in like leather chaps and a cup.
Oh, yeah, it was the 70s, yeah.
Right.
Fucking
Dude,
Coke spoon around his neck.
Dude, he's still doing this. Like, he came out with the belly, like,
oh, no.
bad hips and knees, and he's still wearing a cup, but he was like, his leather pants in the back looked like a diaper. Oh. And he would come out and he'd just, like, do this little, like, trying to be sexy and swivel his hips, and my wife was dying laughing. She was like, he needs to fucking stop.
Yes.
Like, stop doing that.
No, but even when you keep yourself in shape.
Yeah, he was not in shape. He was
you can't do that sexy shit. And that, I'm telling you, that is a self-involved baby boomer thing that is being passed down. Like, dude, Madonna is in unfucking believable shape for her fucking age. But when she starts twerking, it's just like, Mom, stop it. Right. What are you doing?
Right.
You can't, and then it's like the older guy. What you got to do is, you got to like, I used to talk to DeRosa about this. You got to dress like Dana White.
Right.
When you get older, right? Like Dana White is roughly my age. Dana White, he wears a suit. He wears the collared shirt. Doesn't have the tie.
Doesn't have the tie all right.
So he's a little bit relaxed, but he's dressed like he doesn't look like a creep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if he was to show up, you know what I mean? I'm not just putting it on him. I'm just saying that fucking look. Just you take a guy the same age, my fucking age, and you're gonna try to fucking pull off like a tank top. Like, even like when you watch those P90X things, right?
The old guys that are working.
The 58-year-old guys with the abs. It's like, dude, amazing. Put your fucking shirt on. Right. Because there's nothing they can do for the loss of elasticity in your fucking skin.
Right.
Yeah, you're decomposing in front of me. With
avocado.
Yeah, it should be. Should be sitting in a giant fruit bowl.
Oh my God!
Little fruit flies flying around you. So I learned a lot. Like I watched those bands, and it was the people that were comfortable with their age and kept themselves in shape and came out and were having a good fucking time.
Hell yeah!
It was just like, oh man, this is fucking great. And you just were really excited. But if they came out like, they'd fucking, they're still fucking partying like, Keith Richards back in the day, and then they're coming out, and you're going to still wear like leather and shit. Right.
HD Net had this concert series a couple years ago, and they would show these commercials for the concert series, and they showed Steppenwolf, right? You don't know what
you can't find. Gonna come with me, little girl. And then that middle section that goes on for fucking ever. Remember, I used to work in a warehouse. That whole fucking the psychedelic part, goes on for. Sorry, I interrupted your story.
That's all right. But they would show like them playing concerts back in like the 70s, and it would be jam-packed arena and people going crazy in the crowd. And then they show them now, like it was smash cut from then to now, and now they're playing on like an outdoor stage, and the entire audience of only about 300 people are sitting on this lawn in like lawn chairs watching them. And I'm like,
I know, because we're old too.
All the people that loved it back then are old now too. So I'm just like watching people perform at like Shady Acres Retirement Community.
I know, but those guys are like 70.
I know, it's fucking.
I'm sure the band still sounds great and everything, but it's got to be weird.
Having fun, or they're just like, fuck, we still have to make money. I'm like,
and a lot of those guys, they got so stolen from and just completely ripped off. And then you add that if somebody got divorced and shit, you're going to be singing that song. Ugh. I just realized I crossed my legs wearing slippers in front of you. I'm sorry.
Those are great slippers.
They are great slippers. No, I finally bought some new socks, and I want to try to keep them white for a while.
Is that a thing for you? That's why I wear black socks.
Oh, I can't wear black socks if I have on like dark sneakers though.
Why not?
I mean, I can't wear white socks with dark sneakers. No, I'm sorry. If I have white sneakers, I need white socks.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I have mostly white sneakers, no offense.
Okay.